C172. And if we connect now, we'll slowly get that populated with who's online.
Can I take this with me?
Yeah, of course you can.
Sorry, can I just write down? So what was that software?
This is called VPilot, yeah. So there's a few clients you can use. You've got Squawkbox,
open,
VPilot, and
Bristol information, acknowledge receipt of information, hotel, and advise aircraft type on first contact, time 0820, alternating, runway news 27, surface wind 240, 6 knots, visibility 8 kilometres, overcast 400 feet, temperature +17, dew point +15, QNH 1021, threshold elevation 601 feet, crown is open, and no visibility procedures in form, Bristol information, acknowledge receipt of information, hotel, and advise aircraft type on first contact, time 0820, alternating, runway news 27, surface wind 240, 6 knots, visibility 8 kilometres, overcast 400 feet, temperature +17, dew point +15, QNH 1021. 601 feet. Crown is open. Fantastic. No visibility procedures in force. Bristol information. Acknowledge receipt of information. Hotel and advise aircraft type on contact. Time 0820. Alternating. Runway news 27. Surface wind 240.
We can have a little
visibility
sneak
8
peek
kilometres.
by seeing the text that's being read out.
Temperature
So someone sends us a
+17.
message.
Dew point +15. QNH 1021. Threshold elevation 601 feet. Crown is open. Fantastic. No visibility procedures in force. Bristol information. Acknowledge receipt of information. Hotel and advise aircraft type on first contact. Time 0820. Alternating. Runway news 27. Surface wind 240. 6 knots. Visibility 8 kilometres. Overcast 400 feet. Temperature +17. Dew point +15. QNH 1021. Threshold
Visibility is a bit iffy, but because we're on a simulator, they do. There's not going to restrict us from not flying.
No
You
visibility
can do is you
procedures
can
in
change the
force.
weather. You could fly in winter,
Bristol
you could fly in
information.
spring and
Acknowledge
summer.
receipt of
So they're never going to say no to you
hotel
flying.
and advise
QNH as
aircraft
well.
type on first contact.
1021.
Time 0820.
Obviously,
Alternating. Runway news 27. Surface wind
Okay, so for the
240.
important
6
things,
knots.
we can now tune
Visibility
into
8
Cardiff Tower
kilometres.
and
Overcast 400 feet.
13385.
Temperature +17. Dew point +15. QNH 1021. Threshold.
Okay, so we'll set our heading bug for runway 27, which is a westerly heading. We'll be assigned a squawk code here when we speak to
Speed contact Bristol radar now on 1.
that's about it really. It's quite a basic setup. Obviously it's the keys in the communication for VFR flying. What we need to do now is radio into Bristol, making sure we've got radio comms with them, and then we can, different procedures for different airfields, but in this case we will ask for our engine start to be approved.
So we tell them our location.
Yeah, so
engine start.
yeah, that's exactly it, yeah.
Okay, and
So
our intended
we are
exercises,
roughly we are a Cessna 172, 2 people on board or 2 POB. We have information hotel, requesting engine start, and that will be our first kind of introduction. They will respond, and then we'll go on to the next bit. So the trick is, on a busy day you always need to wait for your little break of communications. And on my system I got my control button is my push to talk. So, we've got break. Bristol Tower, good morning, Golf Romeo Echo Whiskey Yankee.
Golf Romeo Echo Whiskey Yankee Bristol Tower, good morning, pass message.
Good morning, Golf Romeo Echo Whiskey Yankee is a Cessna 172. We are in GA parking. We have information hotel on board, 2 POB, requesting engine start.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, start approved, and you're going to file a flight plan, Andrew?
Yeah, we'll do that next. Thank you, Golf Whiskey Yankee.
What did he ask?
So the one thing I completely forgot is a flight plan. So we need Echo Golf Golf Delta to Echo Golf Golf Delta
Yeah.
in our routing. We're just going to type in VFR flight out to
Clifton, Weston,
Bristol Tower, good morning. 6478.
PRP. Return to Bristol.
Jersey 6478,
So we
Bristol
have
Tower,
got
good morning.
voice/E.
Yes.
We have got UK.
Good morning as well. We are 24 Information Hotel. The next one 021. Request clearance for Jersey, Echo Golf, Juliet.
And you can also put in there that you're a beginner, or you need help, or you're just on text only. Departure time, so we can go
Jersey
10.
648,
Speed is only going to be about
Jersey,
100 knots. And
departure.
we need to get up to about
Squawk
2,000 feet.
6473.
So we can save that and put where VFR.
Here's the Jersey 5X1 X-ray departure to Squawk 6473.
So if I...
Jersey 647.
What's this down here?
This is the recording
Jersey
software.
6478, correct.
Just seeing if I can capture that screen. File flight plan, entire window. So if we edit the scene. There we go, so that will show you the flight plan on the video now. And then we click save to save it. And then we click file flight plan to file it.
And what's that called, that software?
This called software is OBS, which is screen recording software. It's used for Twitch TV, YouTube, and you can record. Okay, so most important thing I forgot, filing flight plans.
Yeah.
Little bit of realism, because in one sense you wouldn't have to do that if you flew from like your backyard airstrip. You wouldn't have necessarily filed a flight plan, but you'll still need to talk. VATSIM etiquette is polite to file a flight plan even if you are doing,
of what you're doing.
yeah, kind of the VFR, definitely for IFR, flying obviously Big Tin.
Yes.
But now we've filed our flight plan, it's come up as flight plan filed.
Oh yeah.
Using Active Skynet, we've got real weather, so whatever's happening at Bristol right now is happening in the simulator,
Okay.
which is really clever. And we will just radio back into Bristol to make sure they've got our flight plan. Bristol Tower, Golf Romeo Echo Whiskey Yankee, can you confirm you received our flight plan?
Whiskey Yankee from have your flight plan now.
AFM flight plan Golf Whiskey Yankee. So, engine start, we'll ask for engine starts next.
Tell us is appetite requesting PRF to Jersey, flight plan as well.
So someone's spoken now. Always wait for a response from the controller before kind of, interrupting.
Tell us who's appetite.
I find it very difficult to hear what people are saying. I find it's distorted.
It is sort of in real life, depending on kind of the quality of the radio transmissions. You do get an ear for it. I suppose with anything you do frequently, you will pick up.
I don't know what they're going to say.
Yes, if someone's on the ground, there's only a certain amount of things they will be able to say, or they'll be bothered to ask for, same as if you're in the air. There's no harm. Some of the key phrases is say again for Golf Whiskey Yankee, please text, request, which means it will pop up in that window.
Whiskey
Everyone's willing to help as long as you're asking the right way. If you're kind of interrupting or kind of trying to barge in and get your own way, they don't like that, whereas if you're polite and, very... So now we've got a break. Yeah.
Yes, Jersey, 13661. That's okay, just a thing.
Golf Whiskey Yankee requesting engine start.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, start approved.
Start approved, Golf Whiskey Yankee. So we can start our engine and set up all what we need to start out. So mixture can go in, bit of throttle, parking brake should be on, engine start.
Jersey 6478 is ready for push and start. Jersey 62 push and start. Into the hold of the taxi, please.
So that's our little plane on the grass all
The last part was fairly distorted. Can you see the last part again at your message, please, for the 6478? Jersey 6478. Push and start approved into the cul-de-sac to face west. Facing west, thank you. 6478.
We now ask for taxi,
Just 6478
and he will taxi us on the GM side to the runway. When we're holding short of the runway, it's then we get our clearance.
Okay.
In the big tin, you would get your clearance when you're at the gate. This way round is kind of, I don't know, obviously it's procedure. All I know is when you're flying the little planes out of Bristol, you get your clearance when you're at the hold.
Right.
In real life, I think you do all your run-up checks. So there's not much point in doing it here when things could go wrong that you haven't checked when you're there. So I think it keeps things moving.
What, to do your power checks here?
No, we'll do our power checks at the hold.
At the hold, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Jersey 6478, just request the push and facing east, please. Jersey 6478, push and start approved, face east. Thank you, 6478.
It's Julia X-ray. Golf Whiskey Yankee requesting taxi.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, you only point Juliet X-ray, QNH 1021.
Taxi holding point Julia X-ray on the QNH 1021, Golf Whiskey Yankee. So taxi light can go on, parking brake can go off.
Just a tag there, Ryan. The Romeo Papa turns right to 2 right shit in the connection 131. So, from on.
That's what, sorry? You did, yes.
70 Romeo Papa,
Whenever you ask for something more than likely
X-ray departure,
to
destination.
for your call sign.
Another one X-ray, just broke a couple of squats again, Ryan. It was a Romeo Papa.
70 Romeo Papa, squawk 0.
So, what we checked aside, obviously, we've got our. I did have my little book
0552, Ryan. That's
for the
Romeo Papa.
150 and 152. That would kind of go for your. Hello, good morning. Pre-takeoff checks. So fuel sufficient, flaps down 1 notch, instruments checked and set. So the important one was to do the QNH because the default is in inches of pressure, American. I think you can press B and it will automatically set it for you.
Right.
In the newer payware planes, it's normally either got
Golf Whiskey Yankee,
set
have you
as,
put available when default?
hectopascals. Hatches, doors are window secure, harnesses checked, carburetor heat, recheck if necessary, controls, we have got full movement, captain's brief, so we'll be asking for our our flight plan clearance. Once that's been approved, we'll get a takeoff clearance, we'll then start taking off and then start heading towards Cleveland, come back down the coast and then back
Right,
into the control zone. We'll be in
up.
Bristol's control zone at all times, in other words, we can't really
Right,
deviate
yeah,
from the
70
flight
Romeo
plan
Papa,
kind
push and
of
start
asking us to do so, otherwise I'll be
I'm
wondering
first
what
up here,
to
Ryan.
do.
That's Romeo Papa.
What speed are we going to fly?
100 knots or thereabouts. Okay.
About 9 minutes to clear.
Roughly, yeah. So you can do as much and as little as you want to do. So next thing we'll ask for is our departure clearance.
So we're not ready for departure yet, are we?
What do we need to do next?
Well, we're going to do our power checks, will we?
We can do our power checks, which would be...
What is the control screen?
Then we would obviously check our magnetos through the drop. So this is the default 172, so it's not as easy to do all the proper power checks as it is, but if you have one of the payware ones, you'll be able to do them a lot easier.
So we're ready for departure.
Yeah, so we need to we're ready to copy our clearance instructions, basically. Got Whisky Yankee, we are ready for our clearance. We are holding Juliet X-ray.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, full position after departure, clear to leave the Bristol control zone by the Cleveland VRP, of altitude 2,000 feet of VFR, flying 072.
Hello, yeah. So hold after departure, we are cleared to the Cleveland VRP, not to altitude 2,000 feet VFR. Say again, sport code for Golf Whiskey Yankee.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, squawk 5070.
And squawk is 5070 Golf Whiskey Yankee. So we set
Golf Whiskey Yankee, correct, report to the departure.
We will report ready Golf Whiskey Yankee. So here, we set it the other way really, so 5, should be from here, 5070. Like that. Okay, so that's everything done. So we're ready. The phraseology is we're ready for departure. So we are holding Juliet X-ray, we are ready for departure. And to be fair, I've got no sense of direction, so we can bring up. We've got this map here. So we need to head to Cleveland VRP. And we can cheaply use this moving map as well to help us. So, wait for a free braking signal and then we're good. Golf Whiskey Yankee holding at Juliet X-ray, we are ready for departure.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, me 27 clear to take off, surface wind 260 degrees, 5 knots, variable between 220 and 280 degrees.
We are cleared to take off 27 Golf Whiskey Yankee. So looking at what I'm actually doing, and we follow the line down to the runway, and we've got to keep things moving. If there's
Jersey 6478, ready for taxi.
a lot of traffic coming and going,
Jersey 6478, taxi holding point 02. Only point 02. Local Jersey 6478.
70 Roman, proper request that.
Ryanair 70 Romeo Papa, taxi holding point Alpha X-ray, QNH 1021.
57, QNH 1021, Ryanair 70 Romeo Papa.
Okay, 6478, will be only point Alpha X-ray behind the Ryanair 737, coming ahead of you.
Section 2 Alpha X-ray behind the receding aircraft, 6478.
So we need to watch our height. So we were given the instruction not above 2,000 feet. So we can kind of go above the tallest point in the area and up to 2,000 feet.
Alright, that's a direct operation pass.
Ryanair 70 Romeo Papa 327, right up
Listening on the headsets over there.
Right, runway
You want to hear what's going on. So we've got low cloud cover, so we keep on disappearing into the cloud as well. So we need to stay 1,100 feet. So if we make a little bit of
Ryanair 70 Romeo Papa Romeo 2, take off surface wind 26.
Take off runway 27, right? That's a direct.
280 degrees.
Yep, so we've got to be above 377 feet approaching the VRP. Yep, so below 2,000. But the way things are at the moment, where cloud cover 1,200 feet, so we've got to be above that highest waypoint in the area, be below 2,000, and then obviously be below the cloud ceiling visual referencing.
Runway 27, Jersey 678.
Ryanair 70 Romeo Alpha, contact target radar 125.850, bye-bye.
Alfredo 125, Ryanair 70 Romeo Alpha, cheers, brother.
Jersey 6478, maybe short delay for wing turbulence.
6478, waiting.
Alright, yeah, fine, yeah. Glad you're paying attention. So, I take it this is cool. Yeah, so what we do now is, so we radio in. Yeah, so basically you're above. Yeah. So we radio in and say where we are then. Golf Whiskey, reporting overhead Cleveland VRP, next waypoint is Weston.
Golf Alpha Whiskey Yankee, if you want to stay on the tower frequency, or do you wish full services in the district?
Roger, I'm staying on frequency, Golf Whiskey Yankee.
Golf Whiskey Yankee will maintain a watch on this frequency and with the Pacific controls.
Roger, advise the frequency, So now, as we head into Weston, obviously the pier is around here is the big queue of where we are.
Jersey 6478, run 27 clear to take off. Southwest wind 260 degrees, 5 knots, available between 220 and 280.
A little bit below it. In other words, again, going back to the
7 clear for takeoff, copy to wind, Jersey 6478.
What we've got now is the ability to have traffic information and weather information, all the goodness that comes with the Bristol frequency. Yeah, but obviously you go to the coast first and then back to the aerodrome.
This is 27, surface wind 260, 5 knots, varying HB.
So that should give us our distance back to Bristol, not technically a VFR thing, but just a helpful aid in case we completely lose ourselves in cloud cover now.
Jersey 6478, contact the runway 125 decimal 850, bye-bye.
1580, thank you, goodbye. 8478.
Are you sure you don't want to go out flying?
Yeah, I'll have a go.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so
Do we need to swap headsets? Or keep
no, the
same
headset should be fine.
Right.
You just step over the wire.
Oops, we're in cloud. Throttle code.
There we go. So you've got rudder pedals just in case you need it. Obviously flying at the stick. And throttle is that one. So the next one we're looking out for is the, we're back on you.
Is the pier, we're going to the pier?
Yeah, we'll go to the pier. We should see the pier as a reference. So over to our left then, that's the helicopter museum.
Yes, I can see it.
Yeah, and there's the western coast. And there's the pier.
So we'll come back
yeah.
to the airfield. Okay.
So we did it. This is working out. So we're going from Weston back to the Weston aerodrome. So we're losing visual again. There we go. Excellent.
Head east after.
Yeah, so once we're over the helicopter museum, then we'll need requesting back into the control zone for a full stop landing. Just grab my pad. Okay, did you want to radio in, or yeah?
Yeah, okay, so what am I going to say?
You're going to say Golf Whiskey Yankee, overhead the helicopter museum, requesting entry into the control zone for a full stop landing. And if you get stuck, I can hear and prompt you as well. So be pressing and holding down the control button when you're ready.
Right.
So Bristol Tower, Golf Whiskey Yankee, over the helicopter museum, requesting clearance into the control zone for a full stop landing.
Bristol Tower, Golf Whiskey Yankee, overhead the helicopter museum, Weston Super Mare, requesting entry into the control zone and full stop landing.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, clear to enter Bristol control zone via the Weston VRP, not above altitude, report the airfield inside.
Clear to enter the control zone and report airfield in sight, Golf Whiskey Yankee. That's all I got.
That's brilliant, yeah, that's good. So, the important one there as well was we're not above 2,000 feet VFR.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes they will ask you to clarify that. They'll say, you know, the bits that you've read out there ignore, and the bits that you need to read out again they'll ask you, but in that case, okay, we're happy that it's all good.
Where were we supposed to report?
Where?
Oh, airfield in sight.
Yeah, the airfield in sight.
He said via a particular point, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, we said we were overhead the helicopter museum.
So it's clear to enter from there.
Yeah, so we can't see the airfield at the moment, but we are downwind.
Okay.
It's there somewhere.
Yeah,
so we need to maintain a 090 due east heading, otherwise we'll be going into
I'll descend a little bit.
so slow ourselves right down, give ourselves a bit more time.
Okay. Descend 100 feet. It's up on the top of the hill, isn't it?
Yeah, but if we can't see it, we can't see it, and that's a difficult thing.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes you can lie, but they know where you're lying. Or if we look at this screen, we can see we've got Churchill VRP as our next one. So if we haven't seen the airfield, we'll report that we're overhead Churchill, and we haven't got the airfield in sight. And we can either request vectoring or drop down a bit further. Yeah, that's real-time weather. Low cloud cover, yeah.
Cloudy, isn't it?
We're at 900 feet. Yeah. So if you continue on, yeah, roughly this heading, that will take us over Churchill, and then we'll report in, because we can't, if we just move our head a bit to the... is that the airfield? No.
No, I think it would appear over
roughly over there, yeah. Well, it should be over to our left if we're on an easterly heading.
Yes. Is that that's the lights there, look?
Is it the lights?
I think so, yeah.
Are you happy that we got the airfield in sight?
Yeah, I reckon that's it.
Okay, so radio in saying we're overhead, Churchill VRP, we have the field in sight.
So we're Golf Whiskey Yankee, was it?
Oh, sorry, Golf Whiskey Yankee, reporting overhead, Churchill VRP, we have the field in sight. Yeah, affirm.
Bristol Tower, Golf Whiskey Yankee, overhead Churchill
VRP.
with the airfield in sight.
Perfect.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, join and left base runway 27.
Report left base, runway 27, Golf Whiskey Yankee.
Perfect. We'll go and have a cup of tea.
A bit slowly.
So when you're ready, happy, willing, or
You
either
said
of those.
report left base, didn't he? So
Yeah,
where
so
are
we
gonna
need
turn
to
left
go on a
base?
bit further yet,
Further,
otherwise
yeah,
we'll be
yeah.
too soon on ourselves. And you can see that will start going up in a minute, so we'll get to the 0 and then we'll start going out the other way.
When it gets
So
down
that's
to
our
the minimum,
DME.
it'll be a beam the airfield.
So once it starts climbing again, we'll know we're ready for a base turn, either 2 or 3 or 4 miles, giving ourselves a nice...
Oh, we're just coming up. Is that the lake? That's Chew Magna or wherever it is?
Yeah, Chew Magna Lakes, yeah, the reservoirs.
That's reservoirs.
Yeah.
Right.
And obviously all these people will be complaining about the noise levels of low-flying aircraft all the time. Doing brilliantly, perfect stuff.
We carry on to just before the next lake.
Yeah, we can, yeah, that'll be fine.
Slightly higher cloud base, yeah.
So yeah, our DME is climbing again now, so we know we're 2.7 nautical miles from the airfield. There's a...
A little bit, I'll just throw in a ton.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's all meant to be done visually, that's just like a little helpful aid. Yeah, you help yourself.
That'll probably do. Because we're so low, we won't have a very long final approach. Right, let's go. So we're going north now, aren't we?
Okay, so we're turning base, we need to radio that in.
Okay.
So, Golf Whiskey Yankee, turning base, 27.
Bristol Tower, Golf Whiskey Yankee, turning left base for 27.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, report final 27.
Report final 27, Golf Whiskey Yankee.
Brilliant, well done.
Right, we can afford to slow down a bit.
Okay, so our next turn will be turning final. We'll report that as well when you're ready.
Okay.
So Golf Whiskey Yankee reporting final, runway 27.
Bristol Tower, Golf Whiskey Yankee, final for 27.
Oh, look at that.
Golf Whiskey Yankee, runway 27, clear to land, surface wind 250 degrees, 5 knots, stable between 210 to 270 degrees.
Clear land, runway 27, Golf Whiskey Yankee.
Perfect. Is it too quiet? Yeah, okay. Sound. Hold on, there's nothing being said at the moment.
Beg pardon?
That's it, perfect. Well done.
Bristol Tower, good morning to you, easy 5122, fully established, 6 miles.
Easy 5122, Bristol Tower, good morning, continue. The aircraft just landing, surface wind 250 degrees, 5 knots, variable between 210 and 270 degrees.
Number 2, the wind, easy 5122.
That's it, vacate next left.
Welcome back to Bristol, vacate left on hotel, continue taxi to the flight club.
Vacate left onto hotel, continue to fly in curve Golf Whiskey Yankee.
Easy 5122, expect late landing.
Too late, carry we 3.5 miles.
Runway vacated onto hotel Golf Whiskey Yankee. So yeah, go and park up.
Easy 5122, runway 27, clear to land, surface wind 250 degrees, 5 knots, variable between 210 and 270 degrees.
Which copy, down close line 27, easy 122.
See the aircraft coming in now, final.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. Parking brake, which is there, and engine shutdown.